In 1964 Ford Falcon, looks like it's been seriously upgraded with a 427 Cobra racing motor. I think that's aluminum heads and aluminum block. It's like a true racing motor. It's in a league of its own. I know Ford had a 429 Boss, a 428 Cobra Jet. This is the real deal 427. You wouldn't see many of these on the street. So it's a 64 Falcon. It was the first year. 63 was more rounded in the front. This is more squared off. Some people prefer one over the other. It's got steel gray, with the blacked out chrome with the red stripe. And the way that is done is so it's like steel gray with the shadow of the body color, blacked out chrome, gray, red. In other words, it really offsets and brings out the natural body lines. It's like there was a very good eye for the color, and where they put the red stripe inside the body contour and blacken out the chrome or stainless steel trim. I guess it's powder coated or something. So you got the 5-spoke wheels with the spinners on it. I guess these look like real spinners, but they're caps. They're mag wheel caps, side pipes. You got the true 5-speed. The small steering wheels were very popular back then. It's like, do some real quick changes with that. You got your 4-point harness at your racing bucket seats. Very good touch. You see, looks like the powder coated bumpers. I heard you can actually paint chrome and it would stick very well as long as you bead blast it. You don't want to dig a DA sander to it. The bead blaster and the epoxy primer will get you a good adhesion for chrome. Otherwise it doesn't stick. If you just sand it down, it's got to be bead blasted. If you sand it down with a DA sander, it won't stick right to chrome. You can get paint to stick to chrome pretty well with bead blasting. But again, you see how this is super well thought out, how that stripe was, like, in other words, instead of filling out the whole inside between the two trim pieces, it's like, again, it's like it got the shadow of the body line. It almost looks like it's a color is changed with, but it's a shadow. It's the shadow of the body line. It's actually making that color change. That's a sweet freaking setup, man. It's lowered in the front, raised in the rear. Got the Willwood brakes. You can see the disc brake rotors in there. The calipers, the Willwood brakes on all 4 wheels. That's expensive. These cars aren't cheap, man. These cars aren't cheap. You got your fuel pressure right there, right off the line. You can see what kind of pressure you got. So you got an electric choke. And it's got no heat. Not sure why that's covered up like that. Because for a second I thought it was no heater core, but there is a heater core going in there. No EC. Power steering though. Power steering, power brakes, Willwood brakes. And this is another common thing to do. If you got to start changing around custom things, you get these type of heater hoses. Because you can bend them all different ways, and they won't collapse easy because it's a corrugated radiator hose. Radiator hose. Got the aluminum radiator in there. Sweet ride, man. Really sweet ride. 427. High performance. Very high performance. So here we got 64 Ford Falcon Futura with a touch of Cobra. It's got the Ford Racing 427 Cobra engine, Willwood 4-wheel disc brakes, Tremec 5-speed transmission with Hurst performance shifter, Ford 9-inch rear, Mustang 2 front end with 2-inch drop spindles. I saw it was lowered. I know it had 3-inch X-pipe exhaust. That's in other words, the X crossover is in the middle of where the dual exhausts are. Custom fiberglass ram air. It's fiberglass hood. American Racing torque thrust wheels, smoke glass windows, 3,200 pounds curb weight with all this weight. And actually, these cars today, they weigh a lot. This car, this is lightweight. Where they got all the airbags and all the electronics and all the creature comforts in them. You get a car today, these things weigh like more than a truck used to weigh way back when. That's why some of these older cars, when you upgrade them, they are quick cars. They're fast.